Brian, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ three-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill. We'll see if the trend continues, but guys, for now, it seems that even if there's only one ball, having multiple ball handlers can be very effective.
Very interesting, Allen. Good stuff there. Thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Tim Hardaway. Reggie Bullock is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Jackson and George. They're manning the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Tiny in at the five, roaming the paint. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And what are the things the teams can afford to tinker with at this stage of the season, Clark, maybe compared to later in the year?
Yeah, you know, Brian, I think still working on rotation. That's certainly something that you want to try to iron out early in the season. Make sure you have units that are working best together. So I think the rotation piece is probably the one thing that jumps out as being something you can tinker with at this stage of the season.
Now here's Jackson. Over Porzingis. And Porzingis with the block. Doncic against Jackson. Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Porzingis misses. Now George. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And the foul called on Paul George.
Paul George.
That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Bullock. Outside Porzingis. Hits a three-pointer.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
Tipped and out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Basketball.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor.
You know, playing for the Knicks, Porzingis did a lot of initiating in the post. His shot diet has changed since the injury. He's much more spot up and catch and finish now.
And Jackson, here we go. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Pass to Henry. Outside Hardaway. Over Leonard. Hardaway, no good. You know, for a max contract player to accept a change in play style as KP has, Clark, it's not always easy.
No, it really isn't, B.A., and I think it's a credit to how much he puts the team first. I mean, he's willing to sacrifice and adjust his game for the greater good, and he's very effective in his role. That always helps, too.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Pass to Henry. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jackson against Doncic. Here's Bullock. The three. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
George passes to Jackson. Here's Duncan. Defended by Porzingis. And the powerful one-handed slam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Pass to Leonard. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
Count on Leonard to not get held back by the contact. He goes right through it to get his shot off.
Timeout called. The Mavericks.
And that ultimately is all that matters.
For the Clippers, Zubac. He's checked in for Covington. Mann comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Brown in for Paul George. Now here's Winslow. They shoot again. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Pass to Duncan. Clock at 6. Tries again. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He has 6.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Jerome. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Tipped. And they recover it. Pass to Porzingis. The 3 is up. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
That's a weapon Porzingis uses effectively. I mean, teams are ready for it now, but there's still not a lot you can do against him when he's knocking down the 3.
Now here's Brown. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's Jackson with the 3. Pure from three-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Terry. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Ty Jerome. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Justice Winslow. And it's Terry in at the point.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific. He contributed 40 points and went to work on defense, challenging every shot near him. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
And Grant, you were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award with someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
And he jams it home with authority.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Jackson against Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3. Doncic has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. George passes to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Henry. Leonard defending. Pass to Bullock. 5 to shoot. Doncic outside. Again, Doncic missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Jackson. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Winslow with the ball. Sinks that one from the post. Winslow's gotten his first basket of the night.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
And so it's Los Angeles. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Here in the second. And the Clippers have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Tiny in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Doncic against Jackson. Doncic, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. To the inside, Duncan. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Here's Henry, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Bullock. 6 to shoot. Now here's Doncic. From deep. Paul George pulls it in.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, and he can still shape games with his defense.
And the Mavericks making a change here. The Mavericks shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Outside Hardaway. Will it go? Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game, and he still has the energy to go out there and get numbers on the offensive end as well.
Inside, here's Jerome. And the shot goes in. Jerome's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
And he's going for the oop here.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Zubac. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Here's Jerome. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, no good.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to Duncan. Here's
2
Mann.
minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Duncan. Give him 20. Again, the Clippers score.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
The Mavericks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And here's Hardaway. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Duncan. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Pass to Duncan. Releases. Again, the Clippers score.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Yep, that one goes.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, I'd keep feeding him every trip. He's been on fire this quarter.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Hardaway. From deep. sinks the tray.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Down low. Here's Duncan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 30 points in the game.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Hardaway with it. Again, Dallas.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Skilled at scoring in a variety of ways. I mean, give Hardaway Jr. these looks, and he's happy to oblige.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, firmly in control with an impressive 28. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Bullock comes in for Brown. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
On the court right now for Dallas. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Green. Then it's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Justice Winslow. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. On the break. Again, Dallas.
Nice work there from Doncic. Saw an opportunity to cash in and didn't let it go awry.
A nice shot by Duncan.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Porzingis. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 6th assist of the night.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Outside Winslow. 11 feet out. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
Yep, that one's good.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Left side, Winslow. Kick out to Brown. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Bledsoe.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Misses the 3. Here's Duncan. The layup off target. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your
team. Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice not too far from our setting today. The Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan.
Roster that's showing up more and more. And teams that win championships, Kevin, yes, they have stars or multiple stars, but it's high-level role players that can go out and perform in the biggest moments and make those kind of contributions during a long 2-month postseason playoff run to finally get to the top of the mountain. That's where championship teams, that's why they call them teams, that's what they're made of.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Henry in at the power forward position. And for the Clippers, the team leaders, George and Leonard, on the wing. Duncan is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jackson at the point.
So little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Pass to Doncic from deep. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside Jackson, passes it to Duncan. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And it's Doncic missing.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And that one's good. Duncan's got 6.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any.
Duncan against Porzingis. And Duncan throws it down.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Covington's shot is off. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard finds George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of ball.
And Dallas calls their first with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Mann comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Brown in for George. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, takes it from 10. Brown finds yet again, and he makes that one.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Inside, here's Duncan, and the dunk by Duncan.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Winslow, the pass to Terry. Back to Winslow. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Henry. Another 3 for Dallas.
Smart play by Winslow. Move the ball. Find the open man. Good team play.
Brown outside. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The pass to Brown. And it's Tiny with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Winslow. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Zubac, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Jackson. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Clippers. Here's Doncic. He's got 5. Bullock passes to Brown. Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Bullock. And here is Doncic. Clock at 6. That one doesn't go. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Duncan. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny, in the last game against the Mavericks, lit up the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
He dropped in 38 points. And along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And it's sent back by George. Duncan finds George. Down low. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it goes down 2 points. 14 points for Duncan.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Dallas has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. And it's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
And it's Bullock missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
You got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Bullock kicks to Doncic. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Check out the vision from Jackson. He doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's Doncic missing.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Jackson finds Leonard. To the paint. Here's Duncan. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers, what can you say? Tiny and impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Henry in at the 4. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible, and what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Dallas making a switch here. Terry's checked in. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 7.
Nice ball work there, and Porzingis, it finds his hands, and then the ball finds the hoop.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And Terry up top, defended by George. Duncan with the block, and he's able to get it back.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Mann subbed in for Leonard. Then for the Mavericks, Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Ty Jerome in for Doncic. Porzingis passes to Henry. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Marcus Morris is checked in for George.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Marcus Morris Sr.
90 seconds now into the second half.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Clippers leading by 7. Jackson has the open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Dallas calls timeout.
Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Brown is checked in for Jackson. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely. Yep, that one goes.
Like to see Justice Winslow doing great work on the interior like that.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Henry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to...
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on D from them tonight.
The guard spot's filled by Jackson and George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Duncan in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's good.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
Duncan against Brown. Goes up. Duncan misses. Mavericks trailed by 19. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Now Bullock kicks it to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And another basket for Dallas.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
For Dallas, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Brown the pass to Porzingis. Brown with the bounce pass. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Outside for Jackson. Duncan down low. Guarded by Hardaway. Yep, it counts. 20 points for Duncan.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Porzingis high post. Covington's there. They grab their own miss. Brown the pass to Porzingis. And another shot. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Moses Brown.
Robert Covington picks one up. Free throw good from Brown. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience. You know,
it's making a switch here. Henry's checked in. Duncan against Porzingis from down low. Bank shot, no good. Clippers leading by 23.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. To the middle. Right side, Covington. Duncan nails the baby hook. Duncan's got 22.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Doncic looking it over. It's stolen by Duncan. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Duncan.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Duncan, the pass to George. Nice D from Porzingis. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Out to Porzingis. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Duncan down low. He's against Porzingis.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
Stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint.